How fat do I look? Does this make me look skinny? Nah, we're good. Yo, yo,
Mm,
yo, you know what it is, LA Icon right here, full community. Unfortunately, Rich Homie Juan is not able to be with us today. He has COVID. So please stay the for me for the next 5 days, my boy. Gracias.
that's your homie.
But yeah, all the way. That's the owner of the food community, Rich Homie
Oh,
Juan,
okay.
the homie that you never see but you always hear.
In
Hey,
the
what's up, homie?
in
Well,
the
he doesn't
back
talk like that, but yeah, that fool.
in the background.
So, in case you guys don't recognize this fine gentleman's face, this is El Cacho from Denver, Colorado.
Que andamos, mi gente. Shout out to Icon for the invite. It's the first time doing a podcast in California,
Really?
exclusive. You
That's
know.
fire. Don't be fucking moving back there, my boy. You want to swipe it has like a little cover, fool. So if you just swipe it or turn it around, turn it towards Nate. We got little Nate in the building secretly. But so yeah, long story short, this is your first podcast ever in LA, huh?
Yeah.
How many podcasts have you been on?
Honestly, I've been on
A few?
not just two.
Did you tell him anything good?
Um, a lot of stories when we went on tour and shit when I started touring.
Yeah,
But
right.
this is I think the biggest platform of podcast that you know. So
I like that. So let's start from the beginning for the people that aren't familiar, my boy. Where did you grow up and what was it like?
so my family's from Juarez. I'm from Juarez, Ciudad Juarez, Chihuahua.
That's right.
I grew up out there. It's pretty reckless out there. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I was just born, in the U.S. We just crossed the border to get some papers, so I can
Of
have the
course.
the citizenship. But yeah, all my life I've been in the border. Then we moved out to Boulder, Colorado, and it was Denver and Boulder, Colorado, just back and forth. So it was like you know a couple years here in Denver, a couple years in Juarez and El Paso. So I can't really say I grew up just in one place because I was all over the place.
I understand. What year what age groups were you in Juarez for? Or you're
Um,
always back and forth. It just is what it is.
yeah, always back and forth. Back then was I mean it's always been crazy in Juarez. Shout out to all my raza in Juarez.
That's right.
But yeah, just back and forth. I still go. I just don't be posting, hey, I'm here eating, some
Obviously
tacos,
not.
you know what I'm saying? But because
It's active.
it's a hella active over there.
That's right. Tell me about some crazy shit you've seen in Juarez.
When I was growing up in Juarez, I mean, I see with their heads caught off and shit. That shit, and I was only like 7 or 8. You know what I'm saying? We didn't ask, we didn't say. We're just that fool was just there, and after that, it just started getting crazy. All the narco wars and shit. And so that's what Juarez is known for.
You seen shootouts, you seen all kinds of
Bad,
shit?
bro, bad shit. And that's why a lot of people from Juarez that are actually from Juarez, you can basically see everybody's in the U.S. now because they got tired of that shit. Too much violence, the corrupt cops. Um, and if they see you're from the U.S., you got to give them that mordida. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, fool, I'll let you go. $20 or whatever. So yeah, a lot of people. I mean, I've seen homies from Juarez out here in L.A. and I was like, what the are you doing over here? Because that's a
It's like the same shit you, my boy.
yeah
I'm out of there.
expensive ass coyotes, coming all the way over here. But no, it's I seen some shit out there, man, and that's why I mean I probably represent it, but I'm not proud of the shit that goes down over there. You know.
No, I feel it out 100%. What's it like living in Denver and Boulder? What's the difference? What exactly is the difference between Denver and Boulder to you?
Okay, so a lot of people, it's basically like Boulder's like the nicer area of Colorado, you can say,
I
and
like that.
there's but it's really active as well.
I
It's really
bet, like
active.
anywhere.
But yeah, exactly, because there's a saying in Colorado that even in beautiful Colorado you can still die. You know what I'm saying? So that I mean it's facts. So in Boulder is more chill. You know what I'm saying? I grew up there. I went to school. Um, before I got kicked out and shit. Being a knucklehead
That's right.
younger, and then Denver is like it's where it's at. It's pretty active. There's a lot of raza out there, a lot of colors, a lot of gangs and shit. So a lot of people when they see Colorado, just like like the homie was saying earlier, like, "Oh, I want to go, to the mountains and shit." And when we're out there, like it's different. I consider it like a smaller California. I'm not gonna lie.
I respect it.
Yep.
What's it like gang wise over there? Is
You
there
know,
norteños, sureños, all that?
we have everything. We have everything. We got norteños, sureños, Bloods, Crips. We got the Paisas too.
That's right.
Um, it's pretty active in some areas. I can't say like, oh yeah, you can't even walk out and shit. But it's really active in, Springs. That's where the homie Nate's from. Aurora, Colorado is pretty active.
I would have never thought Aurora, Colorado
Yeah.
was activated.
I
I
consider
also don't know shit about it either though.
yeah.
So
I consider Aurora, Colorado one of the active cities in Colorado, and Denver as well. But we got the homies in Greeley, Colorado, Longmont, Colorado. So
I've heard of
it's
Greeley.
yeah,
Yeah.
G Town is pretty active too. So shout out to the homies in G Town. But yeah, it's pretty active out there too.
When you see the gangsters over here, what would you say the differences between here and there as far as like the raza gangsters?
Um, there's a difference
Yeah, no
because
shit,
because
asshole.
the Cali homies are they be dressing different and coming different. I don't know how to describe it, but
Just say it, fool. It's okay. I'm not gonna get offended.
it's just but I just over here I don't see it like that. I don't see it. Yeah, straight up. I don't see it. But over there, there's still homies that,
Dress baggy and
yeah,
shit like
have the
that.
the Dickies, the Ben Davis, the FUBU, all that shit, you know what I'm saying?
Did you say
And
FUBU?
yeah, the shit. So
Lord.
yeah, but there's still, I mean, I see it. I just think Cali's more of a, the style, whatever starts popping in Cali, it just spreads all the way to the Midwest.
Makes sense.
So
It makes sense. So when did you start? Did you get in trouble a lot when you were growing up over there?
yeah, I did, man.
Oh yeah, you just got done telling me you got
Yeah,
kicked out of school. Talk about it.
I did that shit and cause I thought it was normal cause I seen that shit in Juarez. I seen homies with packing pues con su cohete y todo and I thought it was normal, homie, and I bought a little little shooter and I caught a case out there and
How old were you,
older.
fool?
I was 12. Yeah,
Activated ass fool.
yeah, I was reckless, homie, and I just thought it was normal cause I seen that shit in Juarez. You know what I'm saying? And I caught a attempted murder when I was 12. I was facing 68. And
Facing 68 years at 12 years old.
yeah, I was lost. That's
What did you end up pleading to?
um so because I was, young and shit, I was fighting the case for like a year. And
From juvenile
yeah, from juvenile hall because they
hall.
were trying to take me to YOS and ROP. I don't know if there's an ROP out here too. I think.
You're basically saying like a youth authority.
Yeah,
That's what we call it over here, California Youth Authority. So it's basically like prison for kids, right?
yeah. And
Not juvenile hall, not camp.
I was trying to what's it called? Yeah, so basically I plead guilty to that shit and
So you pled guilty to the attempted.
no, they dropped it down because of how young I was.
Are you willing to tell me the story about how that exactly happened?
Yeah.
Have you said it before?
No, it's the first time actually.
Shoot it!
I don't even do interviews like that.
Tell me
'Cause
about it.
now I was a young kid and shit and you know, gang bang cause a lot of people be like, nah, oh, it's the way it's Paisa and shit, but my label's called Paisa Movement. My
Which is
booking
fine.
agency is Paisa Movement. But I come from the hood too, you know what I'm saying? My barrio is Bajo 21.
That's right.
That's some Juarez shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, cool, I came to the US, start learning about all the gangs out here, whatever. So I just got into it, with some homies and shit started, I was working landscaping when I was like 11. So I gave my brother a little bike. So this jacket, and I was looking for it, and then I see these older ass fools. They were like in their 30s. I was like about to be 12, homie. So yeah, we got into it, and I used to box and shit. So I just called them out and started knocking these fools out.
At
One
12.
at 12, bro. They were on their 30s, and I mean, I'm telling you, when I was 12, no tattoos, no
A
nothing.
little
I was a little
kid.
kid, homie. I was barely trying to see what's up, and after that, some fool pulled out an ice pick and he stabbed me in the chest. And when that shit happened, the homie's like, "Hey, start running, fool." They uh they have something, and I start running, and the ice pick was just hanging and shit. I stopped and I was like, "What?" You know what I'm saying? Because I've never been through that shit. Nobody has ever damaged me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like hurt me like that. So we call my mom's. Hey, señora, Cacho just got stabbed. My mom hangs up. Fucking playing with me. Boom. Hangs up, and I'm just like, call her again, fool, because I had to go to the hospital and shit. So after that, canal, I just had that anger in me, like fucking grown ass do me like that. And I was, um, I was, what's it called? At that time, I was playing football, homie, because I used to play football, all that contact sport, rugby, football,
All that.
and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But after that, I bought my little shooter, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna get these fools.
That's
So
right.
that shit happened, in the summer of 2007. I was like 13 and shit, and we went out to the trailer parks and shit. There's a lot of trailer parks out there in Colorado and shit too. And we pulled up. We're just gonna catch a fade, because I just love that shit. Just because that was better, what I'm saying? They're like, oh no, that was with the shits. So we got there and they started shooting at us with the shotty, with the shotgun, and then we started running and shit. And my homie used to take care of my piece because I stayed with my parents and shit. They we used to go through my shit, and so he started running. He's like, hey, gosh, well, here's this shit, and I was like, fool, why the you bring it? Because I knew if I took it, we're gonna have to use it, and I just started, yeah, I was like, in 10 rounds, and it got really quiet real quick. And I was like, I don't even know why I did this shit. But I was already there. Them fools were shooting at us with some shotguns and shit. So when I say this story, they're like, oh shit, this shit goes down in Colorado. Like, I mean, it's G with it everywhere. There's just certain
Absolutely.
places. After that, the next day,
Yeah, from Juarez moving to Colorado, shit might get a little activated.
I know, fool.
Gang of little cachos over there, I bet.
I know.
Sick ass fool.
And after that way, the SWAT team went pick me up next day, and now my mom's like, "What the you do, Kasha?" I was like, "I didn't do shit," you know. She was like, "Well, there's a SWAT team outside our house." I was like, I don't know, maybe the neighbor, something. But we got rid of the piece real quick, or else I would have done for real, some hard time. After that, they picked me up and shit. I was all over the news in the Denver, Boulder area. They're like, nah, that's why we don't need Mexicans over here and all that shit, all the races, you know. And after that, I was in a year fighting the case, attempted murder, first degree attempted murder, and then a juvenile with the deadly weapon. And they found the casquillos.
Mm.
How do you say that?
Shell
The
casings.
shell cases, and they only found three. And my homies picked up the other ones, and they had necklaces. They put a little hole on that shit, and they had the casquillos on, and they went and picked them up, so they found all of them. That shit was bad. And after that, yeah, I was facing that shit, and since I was the only Mexican that has ever done that shit in that area right there, they were trying to prove a point. So they're like, yeah, this motherfucker 68. You got uh nine shells of the balas, and for every shell they were trying to do like 9 or 8 years, and plus the deadly weapon, the menacing, and all that shit. So what my people did was we got a lot of signatures because I was playing football and shit. I was doing all right in school. But after that, we did a deal with the DA. They gave me 10 years, so I had to do at least half locked up. But they dropped it to 6, so I did 3.5 locked up, parole and probation at the same time for like 2 more years, and I was clean, man.
When did you? That's a crazy, vicious ass story, fool.
It's the first time I say it, because I don't even like being cocky about that shit.
I'm with a murderer way. That's right. So what I'm saying is when did you decide that you at 12 years old you were down for three, so you came out at 16, 15?
Um, I was fighting the case for almost a year, so at 14 and a half, that's when when I got
So you
sentenced.
came out like at
So
17 and a
I
half,
was no,
maybe
I was
18.
18, yeah, so I was like fresh out, you know what I'm saying?
During that whole time, when did you discover that you wanted to make music?
I was already a rapper, homie. I was already a rapper because
Ah,
my grandpa used to play for a love trio
that's
in Juarez,
right.
that's how he used to feed his
Románticos.
9 kids and shit. So I was like, I can't do the same thing that he did, because I was like, I'm not even romantic, fool. But yeah, and I started rapping in ESL, because I didn't know
English
English.
second, like yeah.
So I was, the teacher used to be like, hey, my name is Pedro. So he's like, hey, Pedro, I want you to, do some rap so you can learn English faster. And I was like, teachers with me, you know what I'm saying? But that shit helped me. So I
Because
learned,
you're learning
so
rhyming
I learned
words.
English. Wait,
Excuse me.
I learned rapping by learning, practicing English as well. And all my shit was in English back then, but my music now is all in Spanish, mostly. So that's how I started. Like around, my first mixtape was at when I was 10. It was called Sharks Bite because it was nothing but Dr. Dre instrumentals. You know,
Fucking right.
yeah, that's what it was, kind of.
So damn. So when you were down in juvie and at the ROP or whatever you call it over there, were you rapping
I was
inside?
rapping. Yeah. There was a couple homies out there too from LA. Their families were from LA, from Orange County too.
That's right.
And we were just, we used to just kill time, just writing some shit, and everybody hitting the fucking table,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
shit like that. So yeah, I was already, I had the mixtape and then got locked up, and then when I came out, I was like, fuck, this is what I want to do.
Is it safe to say that although you were gone for a while, that shit kind of helped your popularity with the rap shit?
Honestly, it did. It kind of you know, basically put
Also,
me on, street approved or some shit like that.
yeah, yeah, I gave you street credit, but
Yeah,
at the
street
same
cred.
time, maybe some tough ass foods thought maybe they could try to press you too.
Yeah,
The foods feared you, and the hard foods were like, man, this fool ain't that hard, ain't she?
yeah.
Type vibes, huh?
Yeah, yeah. When I was out, in there, I was with a couple fools that I think they killed their parents and brothers and shit. Some fools like that. But since my case was up there, I was just mixed because I mean I was a 13 and a half year old getting sentenced,
Yeah,
and
you're fucking small.
these fools were from my age all the way to 30. They were locked up there.
No, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
we had grown ass just there.
Yeah,
And
grown ass men.
like I was like, what this 40-year-old fool doing over here? And now, like, oh, because that fool got sentenced when he was like 7, he killed his parents and shit. But yeah, no, it was act. I mean, I never been locked up, so just get sentenced like that. I'm like, what the? But
Crazy.
being from Juarez helped me though, 'cause, I kind of had an idea like, fuck, it's just you by yourself and that's it. You know,
Facts.
that's it, kind of.
That's crazy. And so you get out at 18, and so what do you begin to do with your rap career, fool?
From This is a crazy story. I was a rebar worker, construction, concrete, all that shit, cemento, roofing. So I started saving up some feria so I can book my first show under Paisa Movement, my label slash booking agency.
That's right.
And I hit up G when he was in King Little G yet. I was like, hey, fool, what's good? I'm Cacho. I'm out here in Colorado. He's like, oh shit, because he got people out there too.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I got $500. You know what I'm saying? All in. It was good. Let's do the show. Downtown Denver. Hit up the homie and
That's how
shit.
much it costs for VIP now at one of his shows. Nah.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. He's way expensive now, but I booked the venue and shit. I was like, my people were like, hey fool, this was from Cali, fool. Who. I was like, fool, let's run it. Sold out. 600 people. The first
Bam.
show. And after that,
How
I
much were the
just
tickets?
the tickets were $10.
You profited kind of clean, fool.
Yeah, and you know what? I did, and G knew that, and he's
That's
like,
cool.
"That's hell yeah, fool! Thank you for for bringing me out." So that's when his narco corridos was hitting. I wasn't just trying to do the rapping shit. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to just the whole business of it. And after that, that kind of helped me with my rap career. We plugged up and we did a Spanish song, me and King Little G, and I'm not gonna lie, that fool put me on. You know what I'm saying? I give him, a shout out for that. Cause I was just, a young ass fool from Colorado, just trying to rap.
I feel
So
it.
after that one, it got like 4 million views on the video, came to East LA and recorded it. And after that it was just, keep going and going.
Psst, that's sick. What other features have you gotten from homies from out here?
Um from out here, fuck, I don't really think
That's it?
yeah, I think so. I think that's it.
I am mad at it. What about YBE?
Nah, the homie don't wanna, you know what I'm saying?
That fool in Hollywood
Nah,
is
shout out to the homie YB. He's right here. Uh, nah, you
half
know what?
asleep, sick ass fool.
Yeah, we just had a show 2 weeks ago over there in Denver. That's why. So now maybe we'll get some shit cracking. We can get some shit cracking. I've known YB for like 6, 7 years now.
That's right. Has he performed over there too?
Uh, Twice. Yeah, first time was with Young Drummer Boy 7 years ago,
That's right.
and 2 weeks ago he was in Denver again. So
You brought him out both times?
yep.
That's
Yeah, it's because
right.
I do the business too. You know what I'm saying? Not only like, hey, fool, I'm a rapper, because it just kind
So
of
you
goes all
threw the
together.
OT show.
Over there, no, Live Nation did. I wish I would have thrown it.
That
Even
would have
even they
been
said,
nasty.
like, hey, my boy, we're gonna tap in with you so we can do it. But yeah, I've been doing all the big shows out there. I just I did Neto Reino. He's a big Mexican rapper. He passed away a couple years ago, 2 years ago. And R.I.P. Lefty. That was the homie too. I was about to get some shit cracking with the homie. That he was getting his visa going and all that so he can come. But I'm really well connected with the Mexican artists right now that are really popping.
That's really
So
dope.
yeah, like after that King Little G track, that's why they reached out. Like, hey, fool. And over there, if you're a Mexican rapper in Mexico, 3, 4 million views a week, bro. It's where it's at. I'm not gonna lie. And it's hard
I
for us
respect it.
out here to just get like past 100K. You know what I'm saying?
It's probably like a different culture, fool. I know we're all raza, but I think it's a different culture because
Because
when you're over there, people help each other a lot
yeah,
more. And over
it's a little bit
here,
more union.
yeah, yeah. In
It is.
Mexico, there's more unity. Right here,
There is.
unfortunately, it's the opposite.
No, it,
Like I
it
don't even want
definitely is.
YBE right here, right now.
Nah, the homie showing love. But yeah, when I went out there, I worked with Simple. He's a really big artist from out there.
Yeah,
So in the US, King Little G, showed the love with that record we did. And then in Mexico, the homie Simple. I'm not gonna lie though, 2, 3 million views in like 2 weeks over there.
fire.
And
Let me ask you this. I realized that you wanted to rap and you did your rapping thing and it went well, but how did it come to your mind to begin to throw shows? Like,
so
was your first show the Little G show?
it was me that I paid for it.
But how did you come? Like, where you know what I'm saying? How did
Yeah,
it
yeah.
happen in your mind to throw
So
shows and shit?
yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. So I used to go to a lot of Moreno shows, you know what I'm saying? And I was the only Mexican rapping in Spanish, so all these fools were just looking at me like, what the fuck is this fool saying? So that shit just made me, all weird and
Fuck
shit.
that shit. Yeah,
I had a Mike Jones show,
that's
sold
tight.
over 150 tickets for their promoter, Pow Wow show and Baby Band.
You sold 150
Yes.
tickets?
I was
That's
fucking up.
crazy.
And I just got a water, my boy, the day of the show. So after that, I was like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Well, nah, I went. That shit was hot as fuck. Fool. It was not even cold in nada. So after that, I just started doing my shows. I was like, you know what? I'm the only one in Colorado doing this shit. There's more promoters now,
Of course,
but they saw it. They saw it. Hey, what's up? Some fools from Texas. Juan Gotti. From Dope
I'm
House.
familiar.
All them people out there. 'Cause in Colorado, I feel like it's half Texas, half Cali.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's
That's
straight
right
up.
there. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
So after that, I just started going, homie. I worked a lot with G, drummer, who else? Sad Boy Loco been out there with Bison Movement. Who else? That Fusi and G. Um, a
How
lot,
did all
man.
those shows go? They
They
went well.
they didn't they've been doing dope. You know what I'm saying? They've been
That's
doing dope.
amazing.
We've been building for a lot of years, bro.
Are there any artists that you would think are popular that have gone out there and didn't have such a good reception?
Um, I I expected, like Sad Boy Loco. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to the homie Sad Boy Loco. I think a lot of people didn't show up because of the gang affiliation. And
I
I was
respect
talking
that.
to him about that. I was like, yeah, because I mean, he's on the flyer. I don't know what he's, throwing up his set and shit like that. So it's like, hey,
Who
fool,
chose the photo? You
you
did,
know?
no?
No, he picked it. And and I told him like, hey, wait, it might get active because over there, I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of norteños, you know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
even they show me love. They show me love, and they see what I do and shit like that. But there's a lot out there, so I was like, I don't, after that, he's like, nah, we'll run it back. We're like, yeah, we'll try it, one more time, see what's good. But yeah, I expected a like a sellout for that one because he was on high demand over there. You know, a lot of people, they're like, hey, fool, what's up with the Southwood local tickets? Shit like that.
But
But
it still did good. It
it
just
did
didn't
good.
sell out.
Yeah, it didn't sell out. So for me, it has to
You're
sell out.
selling out. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
to be like, hey, Paisa Movement did their work. If you're in Colorado, tap in with Paisa Movement, the homie Cacho, he'll take care of you and shit like that. But we still had fun shit. It was a dope show.
That's dope. But how so shit. So what do you think's the best show you've ever thrown?
The best show that I've ever thrown, um, it was with Aquid. They're
Serious.
from East LA.
I know exactly who
I,
Aquid
I
is.
was on tour with them, so when I got out, I met them and I was on tour with them for like 10 years. So that's why I started pushing my Spanish a lot. That's basically what I do. And Sergio Francisco, they put me on and I grew up listening to their shit. To me, they're like the
Aquid's legendary.
yeah, to me, like not to compare nobody, shout out to Cypress Hill, but to us, to the real raza, and I say it like that because it's true. Acquit is our Cypress Hill. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, I went on tour with them. I met them fools in New Jersey and shit. And they're like, "Hey, fool, you want to open up?" Because they didn't have openers, and I was just there, just basically on some like some groupie shit. You know what I'm saying? Like these are hard. That was 10 years ago. And after that, they're like, "Fuck, hey, come open up for all the shows." They started throwing me some gas money and shit. I was driving from Colorado to Atlanta to Indianapolis, getting fired from work and shit. Because I was like, "Hey, fool, I gotta leave Friday. We just started 2 weeks ago. I had to leave, bro. I gotta go perform." Nah, well, don't even show up. Fool, just come pick up your 3 days of check and shit. So I was just, really, really chasing the dream. You know what I'm saying? I was like, we ain't gonna stop. But yeah, Aqua show love at the time, because I was a nobody and shit. And they're like, hey, come open up for us, fool. So for me, for them, I mean, they're Latin Grammy nominees, Billboard winners. It's like that shit's big.
That's amazing.
And I learned a lot from them fools. They've been in the game for a minute.
I bet.
Yeah,
No, that's pretty amazing. Aquid's dope, man.
yeah. We did a like 1,500 in Colorado
Is
with
that the
them.
largest? Is that the largest amount
That's the
of
biggest
people?
show I've done. I'm not
Fifteen
gonna lie.
hundred.
1,500 and no TV, no radio, all flyers, flea market, just the street. Cause back then
The
Facebook
original
was
way.
barely starting to pop,
Mm-hmm.
so I didn't even know how to do no ads or anything like that.
That's right. So moving forward, now that you got it in the bag, you know what I'm saying? What's going on with you right now in 2023?
So right now, Canal, my 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 rap shit that I'm doing, it's paying off. Like getting them royalty checks and shit like that.
Who
It feels good. You know what I'm saying?
you
And
signed to yourself?
my style just independently. I got my own label.
What are you
Um,
distributing your music through?
I have a couple. There's one in Mexico that I'm trying out called one RPM.
1 RPM is very popular.
Yeah.
Well, I know a lot
But
about
over there,
I know a lot about banda corrido,
yeah,
tumbados. So 1 RPM is popular on that
yeah,
side of
and
things.
I've been fucking with TuneCore and Distro for a minute.
Of course,
I want to cut out the middle people and just do it directly. But I'm waiting. I'm trying to get my catalog a little bit bigger,
makes
and
sense.
that's where they will approve you and be like, hey, all right, fool, we don't need this. Here's me and you. What's up? What's the percentage? So
You should try Warner, fool.
I'm working on that.
Tomas from Warner. I was just with that fine gentleman. He's giving out money, fool.
Yeah, shit. Well, good to know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've been doing it independently. I'm still learning. I'm still learning a lot of shit. More on the business side, but yeah, I'm pushing all my shit independently and production, promotion, marketing, everything. But yeah, I
Do you
got
have a team or are you doing this all alone?
honestly, I have a team, but I do it all alone. Cause
Like when you say you have a team, you mean like your lady and maybe your kid or your brother or some shit?
not my my homies and a couple of my brothers and shit. Just
But I mean business wise, like you're the one doing the
yeah,
bookings, you're the one making the phone
financially.
calls.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm on the
sure when the
phone.
I'm sure the day of
Yeah, they have me.
everyone's all hands on board and
Yeah,
everyone's doing their shit like hey fool, do the door, you count the you
they don't give out no free merchandise and shit.
that's right.
No, but yeah, financially, it's just me. I'm not gonna lie, it's just me. And sometimes, we win some, and sometimes we lose some, but we don't stop. It's
Can't. Just the way it is.
yeah, kind of.
I ain't mad at it. Anything you got going on new feature wise, music wise?
Yeah, matter of fact, I got a feature with Drummer Boy, Young Drum. Shout out to Drummer Boy and
That's
shit.
the homie.
Um, yeah, we're working on some shit. I told that fool, hey fool, if we do a feature, you gotta rap in Spanish. He's like, chale, fool. I don't even, but it'll
That
be
fool
dope.
speaks very good. He speaks to his parents in Spanish.
Oh, he does.
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know.
Right,
You know what
John?
I'm saying?
Yes. He's
Hey,
perfect
hey, you
Spanish.
put that fool on blast now, so I'm gonna be like, hey, fool, you spit some shit, cause you know what, the track that I did
He
with King Little
could,
G,
fool.
yeah, the track that I did with King Little G, G didn't really. I'm not, straight up exclusive, whatever. He didn't want to do it in Spanish, and he speaks really good Spanish.
That fool speaks Spanish too.
Yeah, so he's like, nah, gosh. I was like, hey, fool, this is gonna hit, and it hit. It was, it's been a popular song. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of streams, a lot of love,
Yeah, and
even
it's
in
not
my,
like fucking cadences or busy. Blah, 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 blah.
yeah.
These fools take their time on the beat, so it should come out cool.
So yeah, what I'm saying. I also have a pretty hard record with Little Nate. Um,
Little Nate don't
it's
speak
he
Spanish.
doesn't, but he did in English.
I'm
it,
just talking shit.
it did it's called Colorado Funk.
That's right.
We're just trying to
I
represent
saw
for
that. Whose tagline? I said one of your fools is it's in your bio right now or some
yeah,
shit.
Colorado Funk. And people showing love to it. We're just trying to do the
Some G Funk shit.
yeah, some different, but
That
obviously
shit's
that,
big over here, fool. The
I
G Funk
know
shit.
it is. So we just try to, show our G Funk from out there, even though it comes from,
Nah,
from the
normal
West
shit.
Coast.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to do our own thing out there, and it's pretty sick.
How often have you flown out of Denver Airport, or you don't fly at all?
Yeah, we actually we just flew out from Denver every
Is
time,
is it
bro.
the Denver Airport that they say is super satanic?
Yeah, it's they got the
Talk to me about it.
Lucifer.
Only
Well,
because I've never been there.
oh,
I've
you
never
haven't?
flown into
I'm gonna
Denver.
invite you so you can host a show out there where you watch.
Psst,
That'll
that's
be
tight. I'm
that'll be
down.
dope. So yeah, that shit. There's a horse out there. It's called Lucifer and shit. You know what I'm saying? Has red eyes. I guess fucking head fell on the owner when he was building it. So that's why they're like, what the? A couple people. And then, but the main guy died.
That shit
The
gave me the
one that.
chilly willies.
So yeah, I mean, it's really easy to go inside the airport, but it's hard to get out because they got some weird shit. Like I had homegirls working there and shit, and they're like, "Oh, we can't be on level this or level this because there's some whatever they take care of it." Yeah. So basically, you can't get out. It's easy to get in, but yeah, they be having some weird ass drawings and shit, paintings.
I don't know. Have you flown into Denver? Does it look like it's hard to get out for you?
It is, we.
That shit's scaring me. I don't want to fly no more. Fly me in through somewhere else.
Nah, that's yeah. They yeah, it is. It is Titanic as
No,
fuck.
it's known.
If you look
I
at
be
it,
knowing a gang of weird
if you
bullshit
look
though.
at it from Google Maps, it's like a Nazi sign, bro.
Ah, that's another thing.
It is.
It's just like a lot of weird coincidences with that
It's
particular
it's way too
location.
weird, homie. Like, and people don't pay attention, but it's the third busiest airport right now in the world. So
A lot of
they get a
motherfuckers
lot of
going through
people
that
there.
shit.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's the shit right there. Everybody asking me, even Don Diablo. Hey, shout out to the homie Don Diablo, OG from San Diego.
Shout out to the homie.
He been doing it for a minute. Yeah, he's like, hey, it was over there taking pictures and shit. I was like, what are you doing, fool? Like, oh, it's because my son's in New York, fool, and he wants to see what's out here because of the conspiracies and shit. So I was like, shit, at least at least they know some shit from Denver,
Facts. Even
but
if it's that.
even if it's that, fuck it, but
You been to
yeah,
Aspen?
Aspen, Colorado, yeah, snowboarding,
Yeah.
yeah, but I'm not good at that shit, fool.
I've hurt myself snowboarding.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah, there's a lot of raza out there, like I was saying, there's a lot of raza, and
Don't.
there's a lot of famous people that just go snowboarding over there. You know what I'm
Little Nate couldn't help himself. Go ahead, fool. You don't give a.
saying?
This fool. This fool just want to sit next to YB.
Oh fuck. Good,
Little kid, eh?
good.
Nah. Nah. That's crazy. If you could describe where you live to someone that's never been there, what would you say about it?
I think it's dope. It's dope out there.
Grab that chair, fool, and pass it over so this fool can sit down.
There's uh there's a lot of jobs out there. For people and shit. There's a lot of opportunities, and I think Colorado itself. It's a pretty dope state to have a family and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
That's dope.
So I mean, I like it. But I'm everywhere. With all the music. So I enjoy sometimes just chilling at the crib and just relaxing. That's dope.
I look forward to going over there and talking shit to people as a host.
Yeah, that would be dope, man. That would be dope
And when we
someday.
go over there, I'll take some of my shit and we'll do a podcast over there too.
Hell yeah. That would be
For
hella
whoever
dope.
you think. We'll do a panel.
Have you heard of 44 Vato?
I have. He's from over there?
Yeah, he's from over there. Everybody thinks he's from Texas and shit, but he's actually from out there.
Do
Homie
you know
shows
him
love.
personally?
Yeah,
You seen him without his beanie?
yeah. So this white guy walks up to me downtown Denver. He's like, "What's up, my boy?" And I was like, "Who the is this?" It was 44 Vato without a mask, bro, with his lady and shit.
So 44 Vato is white.
No, he's Mexican.
Oh, you
He
said
just look,
Oero.
yeah, he looks white as
Oh,
fuck.
okay, I got you.
I was like, "What is this full
That fool's
time?"
from Jalisco then.
Yeah,
Nah,
I think so.
I'm just
I
fucking
think
around.
he is. I think he is. He interviewed the homie Nate, I think. But yeah, he's not really out there. He's more like in Cali interviewing tortas and shit, some shit like that. But yeah, that fool's from out there, and since the Denver Nuggets won the championship, it's been like really active, with a lot of social media presence out there.
That's dope.
Fools down, TikTokers downtown, so that helps all of us. You know what I'm saying? Because
No, yeah, it's bringing attention,
yeah,
and that attention brings money,
exactly,
and that helps you fools.
collaborations and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like that fool, Coach Prime's out there, doing his thing.
I
What's
forgot
the
about
score,
Deion
bro?
Sanders being out there.
And that's just big. Game he takes. Last weekend, Little Wayne was there. The fools from Migos. Um, that old school fool. And G Glock or some shit. I don't even know their name. G Glock or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He's pretty.
Key Glock.
Key Glock. You can see, I'm not a fan of their shit, fool. So,
Me
but yeah,
neither,
he was
but
out there. Master P was out there too, homie. So
that's
he had
dope.
like six rappers and shit just for the game. So that's bringing a lot of attention to Colorado. A lot of moves. People are over there trying to see what why over there. You know what I'm saying? So that helps all of us.
If I go over there, what's some touristy shit I gotta go do?
Honestly, well, the mountains, they got some dope shit.
The
Ask
Rockies?
the Rockies,
How
straight out
far
the
is Denver
Rockies.
from the Rockies?
15-minute drive.
15?
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah, it's close. Um, there's a lot of shit. The
The
downtown,
airport, the
the
Rockies.
Rockies. They got some museums out there too.
Real
They got
quick.
Six Flags.
Well, Six Flags Magic Mountains in Colorado.
It's over there. Six Flags there. But
How's the Mexican food in Colorado?
you know what? I wanted to come to the food community and talk about that shit, bro. Cause
No, no, no. Yeah, we're putting this fool on blast. That's where we're
yeah,
going.
cause you know what? I'm gonna tell you this. For me, I think the Colorado food is better than Cali, bro. I'm gonna put it right there. You
First
know,
of all, how many times have you been to
I've
California?
been here like 9 times.
9 times?
Yeah.
And have you taken? Where did you go eat at? Who took you to
So
go eat at these places? Also,
so I went to Concord. We me and Ackwood had a tour.
Concord.
Concord. Wait, let me tell you.
That's
Concord,
far,
Oakland,
fool. That's far from here.
Concord and Oakland.
That's what Northern California.
Yeah. So we went out there. We didn't. I didn't know what was going on. So we're over there performing for a lot of what I'm saying, norteños up there. And
What? Oh.
We were performing out there, and I was like, "Hey, fool, this is the north." And I was like, "What do you mean, fool?" Like, "Yeah, we're in the Bay." So we're performing out there. That's the first time I tried some Mexican food out there. It was good.
Respectfully, I want to tell you that Northern California Mexican food is probably significantly different than Southern California.
Okay, and this is where I'm going. And then, we came back to Oakland, in East Los and shit. And Akor was like, "Oh, fool, let's try King Taco." I was like, "Okay." So, we went and tried it. We did some street tacos.
For East LA foods, King Taco's the spot.
Yeah.
But it's not the best. But go ahead.
Okay. So after that, we went to some, street taco vendors and shit. It was good. I'm not gonna lie, but I hold that. I was like, you know what, fool? Colorado shit is. I with it more. Why? Because over there, I feel like it's more raza, like straight up more raza, and over here we got Guatemalans, Salvadoreños, Peruanos. So I feel like in Cali, it's just a whole mix. It's not really like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel it. So then,
Because I seen the podcast with you, and I think Mexican OT was like, "Oh, the Texas tacos are better." And I'm like, "Nah, fool, that's not true." And then he goes to Denver. He's like, "Hey, put me on the." I was like, "Boom, boom, boom." I don't know what he eat, but I'm gonna ask him. So for me, I think the Colorado, not even Colorado, the Denver food. I'm not gonna lie, Denver food has some bomb ass spots, bro. And I know
and
they're
so
gonna
where
be
did you
like,
eat at over here?
we ate at King Taco, a couple street oh, we went to the Callejones downtown LA. I was just trying to try some,
Some shit.
yeah, like, what's up, food? I told Aquid, "Hey, food, take me, and then the other time we went with G, and then you know, I I just think
So you've had at least five different
at
taco
least at
spots,
least, yep.
and you still think that?
Yes,
Fuck
yes.
it.
Yeah, so whenever,
I wouldn't take you to King Taco, but that is
yeah,
dear to my heart because I'm
yeah.
from the east side. But that just is what it is. You know what I mean?
Okay, okay. But
Um,
King Taco is like for us over there in Colorado and Denver, Chubby's, right way? Chubby's? Because Chubby's is like
because like in the IE and other places, maybe even the SGV too, there's like a Bertos, Philly Bertos, Albertos. I don't f- with that.
Bertos everywhere.
I don't f- with that. Yeah.
So and I was gonna say, because I was telling Nate, I was like, "Hey, fool, I'm gonna tell him, that the fucking Denver tacos are just bomb." Hey, you know what,
Did he
fool?
take you to his spot?
No.
But
Oh
did
yeah, I
he?
take him to a
You
good
took him
spot.
to your spot,
I took him to a
your
good spot.
favorite spot.
One of my favorites, yeah, for the birria tacos.
That's cool. But
Nah, nah, hey,
what
we
about the
can't say
pastor? What about pastor and
we.
asada though?
Yeah, también. But I don't think he ate that. See?
Just eyeball it real quick from a photo.
No, but you know what? I still I stand on that. I mean, because I've tried it. You know what I'm saying? When you go and try and then you be like, "All right, Cacho, you were bullshitting, fool." But nah, there's some
Let's
legit.
see.
Why? Because like I was
If
saying,
it's better than the shit that I eat here, I'll pay for it.
you know,
If not, you're covering the bill, my boy.
well, you're gonna say you're not gonna like it though.
Nah, I'm honest. I'm not a liar like
But
that.
not like for real, like yeah, like I said, over here is like I feel like, there's a mix of everything, and over there there's mostly more
More
raza.
homies
Yeah,
or more raza. Yeah,
more raza, so
I feel it. I gotcha.
yeah, that stands right there.
Relax, fool.
Eh?
You're far from home right now, way. Let's talk about why you're over here in
So
California.
yeah, the homie YB invited me to his show that he got with Mexican OT and shit. I was like, let's run it. So that's pretty big. It's the first time I'm gonna be performing here in this area, the Montclair. I haven't performed in Cali for a long, like 6, 7 years. So that's just pretty dope for me. And for homies from out of state to come out here in Cali and do a show to us. That shit's big. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
dope.
Because it's like we take these fools out there. You know what I'm saying? So for us to come from Colorado,
It's a vibe.
represent our shit, it's just like, yeah, that shit's dope.
And then not only that, you're not opening up for just anybody. You're
Yeah.
opening up for that Mexican OT, and technically, according to everybody that I know in media, he's the number one Latino rapper in the
As of
country.
right now, yeah, I think so.
No, as of right now, yeah, yeah, yeah. 5 years ago, for sure, Little
Yeah,
G,
yeah.
et cetera, et cetera. The list goes on and on and on. But
That's a
as of
long
right
ass
now,
list. That's a
today,
long ass list. I seen it. Hell yeah. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I met the homie thanks to the homie YB, you know, he locked us in and he's humble as you know, shows love,
No,
whatever.
yeah. Who you talking about, OT or YB?
Both of them fools.
You like that?
Both of them fools. Hell yeah.
Nah, yeah, they're both
Are you
gentlemen.
pulling up to the show or what?
Yeah, I was supposed to host it, but somehow I got out of that by YBE.
Ah,
I don't know how that
I
shit
don't
happened.
know.
Just saying the truth.
You know?
Nah, but yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, no, that shit's looking good. You know, there's a lot of people, and a lot of people were actually saying, "Hey, gosh, you should do the full community fool." And I was like,
Here you are, Buckaroo.
let's see here. Yeah, I appreciate that shit, and
I don't trip.
hopefully we can get this full community out there. You know what I'm saying? That'll be dope.
I'm down to pull up.
Be dope. So, yeah, anybody in Cali that want to work in Colorado, I'm the to get plugged in with
Nah,
over there.
absolutely. So if you guys are looking to try to do a show in Colorado, tap in with Cacho. He's your guy. Well,
Let's do it.
is there anything you want to leave the people with before we
Nah,
clock out,
just
my brother?
follow me. I'm everywhere. El Cacho. You know, I'll be doing that shit in Spanish for all my raza and shit. I'm doing some
That's
English
right.
shit with Little Nate too. And you know, I'm just trying, you know, 'cause it's a new generation. You know, not everybody speaks Spanish
Yeah, but the Spanish shit is slapping.
right now. Now it's helping me, but back then when
No, that shit was.
not even they when I opened up the shows for G, they were like, this fool don't know English or what? You know what I'm saying? That's how I said. You know how it is with our own raza. Like,
Of
no,
course.
este güey es pocho, este güey no habla inglés, y este, you talk too Mexican, fool. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So, nah, shout out to, you know, to the homie YB for connecting it and all the homies out here. And we'll be back soon. Shit.
Matter of fact, since you said that real quick before we clock out, what do you think about raza that doesn't speak Spanish?
Don't be talking about my boy Lil Nate like that, bro.
It's
Nah,
fine.
I'm just fucking with you.
Technically, I don't speak good Spanish neither. I speak Spanish, but not good.
So look, this is what I think. Even I get judged when I go to Mexico. They're like, "Hey, pinche cacho, you're a pocho, homie. You're a no sabo kid." And I'm like, I speak perfect Spanish. Like, yeah, the perfect Spanish from the Mexicans in the US. So for them, I'm still too white. You know, when I've been collabing with all these Mexican rappers, they'll be like, "Hey, fool, you didn't pronounce that shit right." I was like, "Wait, all my life I've been speaking Spanish, homie. What the fuck you mean?" You know? So after that, you know, I was like, "Yeah, so they're the no sabo kids, they're the you know, the Mexicans that speak Spanish, but it's the American Spanish."
It's not Mexico Spanish.
Yeah, it's just
Or their section of
because when
Mexico
I go over
Spanish.
there, they be using some soft ass words, and we're like, "What the?" You know, like shit like that. And be like, "Hey, wait, tú hablas bien rudo, way, like too rough, for that's how we talk, you know." And then
He
to be
said some
to
soft ass
yeah
words.
to be technical, the Mexicans in LA or Cali talk different than the Mexicans in Colorado
Makes
and then
sense.
the Mexicans in Texas. So it's all just different. Everybody has their own slang and everybody, you know, sus dichos and all that shit. But what I think about the Nosabo kids is like, you know what? Some fools just don't learn Spanish,
It just is what it is.
you know, and I
You
guess
make
that's
fun of them, or who cares?
I make a little fun of them, you know, but you know, a lot of fools that know Spanish don't even talk Spanish.
Facts.
And a lot of fools that are, oh, I'm fucking raza, Mexico, viva Mexico. They don't even go to Mexico, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why would they judge the little homies that don't when these don't even go to Mexico? You know, to well, motherland, is that what they call it? Shit like that.
That's right.
That's my opinion on the No Salvo kids. You know,
I like it. Well, it's been a pleasure, my boy. I'm
appreciate
glad
it,
to
carnal.
have you here. I look forward to going over there, and yeah, you made it to the food
Let's do
community,
it.
my boy.
Hell yeah, I appreciate that shit.
Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. We highly appreciate you. This is El Cacho from the Paisa Movement in Denver, Colorado.
Paisa. Hell
We
yeah.
got my son Marlon behind the boards
Oh
today
shit.
because
Bien
Rich Homie
metido.
Juan has 19.
The
And of
cover.
course, it's your boy LA Icon. Food Community Podcast. We're out.